What are some things that you can do that would take your brand and increase its awareness across all of your potential customers? We get that question a lot, and that's what we're going to talk about on today's video. So brand awareness is kind of this, this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Everyone wants to build brand awareness. And really what that boils down to is how many people that would be great fits as your customer, how many of them know about you, and how many don't. Right? So you split that up. Brand awareness is about spreading the message so people know that you exist, and not just that, but they understand what you offer. Right? So I know that Adidas exists, but I am not a shoe person. I honestly don't even know what their shoes look like. I don't even know what the Adidas logo is. I know what the Nike logo is, but again, I don't care about Nike, so I don't know what their product is. To me, their brand awareness is low, but I am not their target customer because I don't buy Nike, I don't buy Adidas. I have one pair of tennis shoes and it's kind of falling apart, right? But to their customers, that logo means something. The design of the shoes means something. I used to really wear Converse, and I knew all of the different styles of Converse that were out there. It's because brand awareness was happening. Now, for your product, whether you sell internet services, whether you're a SaaS company, whatever it is, brand awareness is really your lifeblood, getting people to know about you, because, the whole funnel thing, you're never going to get someone in the top of your funnel if they don't know you exist, and they're not going to buy your product or service if they don't know you exist. So the very first step in growing your business is to increase awareness. That's why everyone is about brand awareness. But how do you spread brand awareness? There's content marketing, there's paid advertising, and all of those, but we all know that there are ads. There's people that spent millions and millions of dollars on advertising that have just gone kaput. There's companies that had massive brand awareness that just kind of fell by the wayside. Why is that? Well, because their product got old. Netflix did away with Blockbuster, things like that. But how do you, if you're a growing company, how do you achieve even the brand awareness of Blockbuster? Say that you're Netflix and you're in the very first stages. How do you achieve brand identity so that people actually know that you're out there, and if they ever get an inkling to want that, they know that you're an option? There's a lot of ways you can do that, but there's actually an article, I'm going to link it below, which is like 8 essential activities for building B2B brand awareness, which I think is an essential read for anyone that's in a B2B marketing space. Anyone that has, any kind of business to business model, you need to know what these activities are, and you need to know how to perform these activities in a very high value way. But in this video, I'm going to talk about one important piece, and that is that if you're going to be a B2B company, if you're going to be a SaaS company or sell a service or whatever it is, you need to be willing to be a company with a face. A lot of people, they try to sterilize B2B, and it's silly. They try to make B2B, this business selling to that business. I even hate the B2B moniker, because it's like, that building over there is selling to this building over here. It's not. Joe over there is selling to Frank over here, right? It's person to person. It's not business to business. And so the idea that business marketing is different than consumer marketing is kind of silly. You need to understand the power of your brand, even if it's B2B, having a face, having an identity, a personality, something that people can measure, something that people can make judgments about, right? We can make judgments about personalities. You either like that guy, or you hate that guy, or you think he's silly, or you don't care, but you're going to make a judgment about that guy because he is a personality, right? You're a comedian, Brian Regan. You're either going to love him, or you don't care, or you hate him, but you're going to make a judgment because he's out there. He's a personality. But for your brand, if people aren't making a judgment, that's because nobody cares. Just think of all the great brands. Apple, their face for forever was Steve Jobs. Now that Steve Jobs is gone, their face is still kind of Steve Jobs, but everybody's kind of missing Steve Jobs, right? Apple's not done anything that's just wow in a long time, and we kind of blame that on Steve is no longer there. You think of Geico has the Gecko Geico. Verizon has the Verizon guy. And Sprint did an amazing job on stealing the Verizon guy and bringing him over because everyone knows that is the face of Verizon. And now he's over here, the Can You Hear Me Now is now selling Sprint. And so there's this double play because the face of the brand now went with Sprint. Of course, Verizon now has the new Verizon guy that's always talking to people like, hey, what if you could do this and this? And, he's got the curly hair, but they have a new Verizon guy now. But all of these great brands, they have a face. Think of Nationwide, it's Flow, right? Or not Nationwide, it's Progressive, that's Flow. Nationwide is Peyton Manning, and he's writing songs with the country guy, whatever his name is, but it's Peyton Manning. Allstate, you're in good hands with Allstate. The guy from Major League, the batter, Serrano or whatever his name was, he's the Allstate guy. All of these, the reason that they're putting these people out there, and who's the other one? Mayhem. We all know what he looks like, right? They have a face to their brand. How come your brand doesn't have a face? How come your brand doesn't have a personality? When people think of your brand, if there's nothing that they associate it with, then you're losing. Right? Wait till a brand comes along that actually has a personality and everyone knows them, recognizes them, and is casting judgment on them. If they're bold enough and brave enough to have a personality, they will win because their brand awareness will spread so much faster because there's actually something to be aware of. It's not just a logo, but it's a personality. It's a thing. And the reason it means something in B2B is because, again, the person that you're trying to sell to at this other business has a name, has a personality, has a sense of humor, has their likes and dislikes, and they want to do business with people that they like. They don't care about doing business with that brick building over there. They want to do business with Joe in there because Joe is a hoot. We like Joe. And so when it comes to your brand, if you want to really build brand awareness, you need to take your brand from being just a logo, just a letterhead, and you need to give it a face. One of the ways that you can do this is let people behind the scenes create some on your social media accounts, create some behind the scenes videos. Let someone come out front and be the face of the company. Even if you're small and you have this office of like 20 people, find someone in there that is a performer and put them in front of a camera and let them be the face of your company. Put them on a billboard. It doesn't have to be the owner. Matter of fact, it probably shouldn't be the owner because he probably doesn't have the sense of humor that somebody else in his company has. So put somebody out there that can be the face of the brand, and you'll find that brand awareness goes so much faster if you have someone doing that. There's 8 other things that you can do. They're all mentioned in this article. I'm going to link to it below. Go read it, and if you do all of those activities, your brand awareness will expand a lot if you just do them. Trust in them and do them. Go click the link, read the article. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Ryan Scott from Brandvius.